control. Late nights keep on taking toll. Find me on my own.
Hello everyone, this is Sapphire. We're back with some more Interview with a Vampire Season 2. This will be episode 9. So last episode they were in Europe looking for proof of vampires. They really didn't find much. They found some that has been essentially dead for probably centuries. And they come upon these group of people because World War II is well, we started with World War II, probably toward the end of World War II, and then World War II ended, and you got these group of people. They're in Transylvania. They have garlic, they have crosses on their doors and stuff, because vampire. Because a lot of the vampire myths that we know of usually comes from the Transylvania myth. The whole Dracula thing, stuff like that. So that's what that's the region is. So Claudia does see this vampire, but he's very feral looking, right? So they get into a little scuffle with that vampire, and then they find the one that made that vampire, and Louis essentially explains to her it's the blood that they're drinking, the drink, that's why they're turning out like this, because they just went through literally World War II, so people is in misery, people is suffering, people all the stuff, so you're taking that in when you drink their blood. So she kind of claps herself. She takes a little bit of Claudia's blood and throws herself in the fire, which I knew she was gonna do. I'm like, she is way too close to that fire for, what I'm saying. So she claps herself. Claudia's a bit upset, and they head over to Paris, and that's pretty much where we are on episode 2. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back, thank you guys for staying part of this channel. We're a growing little community. We're just going to jump straight into episode 9, because that's either episode 9 or season 2, episode 2. Anyway, and if you want to know, this is my breakfast: donuts and coffee. Episode 9. Do you know what it means to be loved by death? No, I do not, and I don't want to know no time soon.
Paris have me whitest eyes, and he's 77 this year. Do not die until you make him attractive.
It's like he knows what they're trying to do, especially Amon.
Right, because there wasn't any racism in mid-20th century France.
Why did you say that?
I think your Algerian inferiors at the time might disagree.
But I wasn't an Algerian. I was an American. And if there was an assumption that I'd arrived to blow a trumpet or sing for my supper, it did not register as a slight in those days. I was just grateful knowing no one wanted to lynch me or direct me to the far end of the cafe counter.
That is true.
Should not settle before continuing? Keep selling it.
Because he knows what Armand is trying to do. It's like Armand ain't slick.
Who are you, Livy?
I'm your brother.
Who are you outside?
That's a good question.
I'm the reddest Superman. I walk the night, disappointment and regret is only reddest.
If there was no me, and there was no Kim,
Who
would you be?
That's a good question. Who are you
What do you want?
outside of somebody else? That's a good question. Who are you outside of somebody else? French is ugly.
It's ugly. You can take it in from me, yes? You do alterations.
My grande, please don't pretend to be something you're not, yeah? Believe me, womanhood will happen soon enough.
Never thought about choosing to pretend. Life hasn't been kind enough to allow me that. Maybe if it had been, I'd be a lonely dressmaker in an empty shop, denying my only potential customer.
Respect my time.
Oh, okay. What was the power outage?
The dress for my body. And I'll need some gloves. I'm thinking white.
You can tell from his walk he was an American.
Dang, you can tell all that? Yeah, what is an American walk?
There was no way to describe it other than optimistic. I knew the park well myself.
But this one everybody meet.
I was not surprised to find him without a girl. I would go.
So this is where the men go to. Okay. This is the park for them. But you still couldn't be out publicly.
But
He look like a smooth criminal. What he look like? He need to be in the Michael Jackson video.
Awkward. His attempt to blend in as some layman, thinking he could fade into the landscape, was absurd. I mean, it was alarmingly.
Like for real, he look like he need to be in the Michael Jackson video.
What were the first words of the ancient vampire to the future love of his life?
I will. Please.
No.
He said, I will not harm you.
And they never have.
I'm still on the fence about Ahmad. I'm still on the fence. There's a fan, boy. They doing live. There's a fan base, boy. They is ready.
While you cry and scream football.
They is so into it. Oh my god. And she is so aroused.
Everything you're about to see is real. Remember that when you leave here tonight. You are all complicit. Repentant. I love you.
It's like we're gonna be a part of the show. So that's why he's like, you're gonna be complicit. So what you're gonna see is literally gonna be real.
What? Suppose the Reaper that could resist your Belgian beauty. Someone would have to take your place.
That's what Claudia is loving this. Look. Louis not, Claudia is. So Claudia is all into it. She's like, oh my god, this is amazing. Hey, tied up the show. Oh well, tied up the episode. When did he put our shirt down? Like, what the hell? Wasn't it just up a while ago? Oh, okay, that's creepy. So y'all literally just watch women die on set, literally on the stage, and they gonna be like, "Oh my god, that was a beautiful play." Some people were disturbed by it, except for the fans. Yeah, some people was disturbed by that last thing right there. They was disturbed by that. Like, so that's some things will disturb you. Like her cries and screams is like that's. I mean, like, but it's not like they could prove it. It could be like, well, it's a theater. Meanwhile, this woman is still actually dead.
Hey, Glade here does star charts. Like you were given the gift, phase of the moon, name of the maker.
I don't think
Do you both have the same name? We did.
his name was Bruce.
Bruce. He's Scottish.
He said he was from Copenhagen. We met him on the road just outside
Chicago.
We traveled a lot.
And now,
What did you do? The one that kills Paolo.
We don't talk about him much. He threw himself into a fire in front of us. I got a question. Who's that handsome man on the wall up there?
With us in spirit,
Uh-oh.
always. Our co-founder, and the finest actor ever to walk our stage.
ooh.
Lestat de Leon Gore.
Should have seen that coming. Did not see that one. Big red flag, huh? The biggest.
You must understand.
Oh, I
In a community as small as ours, such crossings of immortal paths is expected, perhaps more common than
He's like, I should have seen that
I
coming.
looked up at the painting and saw that Teresa's dead husband was Roberto. He had eloped with his enemy's widow.
Now you're playing background music.
I mean, come on. Lestat's painting on the wall. Are you kidding me? Really? Oh, and that means you knew Lestat before he did.
Yes, Armand knew Lestat.
That, wait a minute.
And yes, he was briefly with Lestat.
You both fucked Lestat.
He's killing me. I ain't gonna lie, that's probably how I would react too if I told you was telling I was doing that review.
You're the boyfriend. This is great.
But they know nothing. And they're going to continue knowing nothing. Because you're going to keep that loose head of yours tight. Because I want to go back to
You're crazy.
What about the play? When they all pounced on that woman, drained her right in front of their dumb faces. Tell me, you did not feel pride.
I did not feel pride.
Yes, you did. Past your empathy for that woman. Past your fear of being exposed. Vampire pride. Those Frenchies love being vampires. And they shamed us. Because we never felt that way and we fucking should. I'm going back. I want more.
It's not safe there.
14 hapless vampires being led by a vampire with skin darker than yours. What else is there to be scared of? Other than your own lust?
You felt my lust.
Armand? Oh yeah, felt his too. Now I know what two blood-fat cocks slapping hands feel like.
Okay, Claudia. Okay, Claudia. Oh, he left him a letter. What's in the letter? Oh, here we go with the manifestation here.
From the event that you are reading this, something dreadful has occurred, which is not my own death, rather
Ooh, that hair.
the fact that we both now exist in two different. Do not waste your life seeking revenge on personal persons of the do not give them the satisfaction of the hunt. You let treachery eat away at the
Mm.
You go carry on. Know only this, Mushy. You are the only one.
Hitting the garage door, Louis. All the crap. Have at it.
You worked so hard to get that table right in the corner so you could pull out the ring. Just at the right moment to surprise.
Which I did.
And what did she say when you finally asked her to marry you?
In middle school, you stole your dad's Playboy magazine, sold them at recess.
Danny, I'll ask for a third time.
Why are they doing this to this man?
More intense.
Okay, all on the face. Okay. I mean, you're vampire, so it's not like you crash, you're gonna die. Yeah, really, woman? Okay, okay.
I hit before the play. I'm gonna.
I understand you supplement your diet.
I feast human every other night. It's my way. You're not gonna
I am now where I most want to be.
Nice night.
You just see the chaos in the background.
You thinking the same about you?
Flirting amongst the screams of people. How romantic for vampires.
Tricky. What's that?
Us. So when life can get labyrinthian depths of
Like, I'm trying to see all the chaos in the background. Got people running. Yep. He almost made it.
my dear American friend, who thinks of me often and who has dominated my mind ever since I laid eyes upon him. Don't. I don't know the particulars of your acquaintance with him. You can tell me when you're ready. But a few of the coven can be volatile and quite unforgiving when lied to. Shut your mind if you hear his name again. Also, mon ami, may I suggest you never visit Roger Albert and Associates again. That sort of inquiry can open all sorts of trouble.
As you suggest, Beth.
Yeah, but Louis not like that though. That's the thing. He's a vampire, but he's not that type of vampire.
It was 1556.
It's over already?
And here he was.
Oh, we're gonna get some loot. Oh, yep.
Find out who's lying.
Great conversion. What's real?
Uh-oh. Two won't come out.
Do you know what it is?
Alright, so I didn't even know the episode ended. It just ain't go to a black screen like it normally do another. Anyway, that was it for episode 2 of Vampire Interview with Vampire, and that was definitely good. So we meet the theater of the vampire. They putting on a play, and very theatrical, very theater. I like it. It's like the creativity they did, like with vampires. They just recycling their plays for the more modern age, using the technology of the time, which is pretty cool, pretty innovative, And they literally killed a woman on stage, and clearly some audience members were disturbed by it, which they should be. And then you had the diehard fans in the front row, like. And of course Claudia loved it because that's what she's been looking for, because she loved Louis, but Louis is not that type of vampire that she wants, which makes sense when you given the fact that who her maker was, Lestat, and how he was like not that to that level, not to that but you gotta think about it. Of course Claudia's gonna be like that, like look who made you guys. Like Louis, you are an exception when it comes to vampires. Like you are an exception, baby boy. You are an exception, because vampires are going to be more like Armand. It makes sense. I mean, not Armand. Ooh, Lord. Like Lestat, okay? So it makes sense. So they get there, and they show the picture of Lestat. So clearly he was a part of this theater group, and him and Armand also had a thing. But the part with with the interviewer, he was like, he literally went and typed in some background. He was like, "Oh, this is like a telemovie," which is true. Like I did not see this twist coming. But the fact that they're trying to, Armand and Louis are trying to orchestrate the interview to how they want it is also a problem for me, because it's clear, because this man already has an issue thing. Like he's like you're like, it's supposed to be an interview, right? You're supposed to be getting deep into somebody's story and stuff like that. So is it really an interview if you're trying to orchestrate the narrative of how you want the interview to go? Is it really truly an interview? You know what I'm saying? And then of course with Claudia, she's into this, but the issue with Armand broke up when they was had all the chaos in the background while he's up here flirting with Louis, is that clearly within this vampire coven, Lestat As we know, we found out he was part of this group. But clearly maybe you had like a part of the group that really liked Lestat and probably was loyal to him. So with Claudia and Louis being essentially having lied who their maker was, and also the fact that they capped him, Armand said it's not, he didn't say I won't mind all that, but he's like, I felt some hesitation when I mentioned Lestat, and then of course you went to the law firm, the people that's over his, that controls his, that he has his money with, is going to raise some concerns. So if you've never heard of this dude, why there's like this hesitant when we mention his name in your thoughts and all that, but you're going to this place that he uses to wire his money from when he needs money. It's very suspicious. So if that gets out, he's like, some of these vampires are going to be very volatile. They're going to retaliate fiercely. So we already know that's going to be a problem. Because Claudia, as Armand said also, she has developed essentially shutting her mind off. Like she got that skill down. You can't read her thoughts. Louis, on the other hand, no. And you think that would have been a skill he would have learned faster than her, because you're older than Claudia, in terms of your vampirism. You're older than her. But also with Louis, when it comes to Lestat, he goes into this whole thing because he's all guilty about killing him, but we know he didn't kill him because you purposely left him on the side of the curb, which is going to take him to the dump so he could feed off of rabbits and stuff like that. So clearly Lestat still has a place in her, which we understand. Like, he did love Lestat, but we also know it's a toxic relationship. It's hard to get over that type of relationship. We clearly saw it was abusive, but it's this whole complicated thing. But yeah, like, I feel like if they do find out, it's gonna be from Louis. It's not gonna be from Claudia, but she don't give two about that dude. She don't care about Lestat like that. If they do find out, it's gonna be because of Louis. It's gonna be because of Louis. And if it happens just like it happens in the 1990s film with Claudia, because in the 90s film and in the book she does die. So if it happens, I don't know if it's gonna happen exactly like that. But clearly, if they do find out, it's gonna be because of Louis. It's gonna be because of him. Because when it comes to Lestat, he just like, bro, let it go. Like, you got this piece of sexiness of. I'm not. How would I describe Armand? Because that dude, oh my, like, where do they find these actors from? Like, I know I'm sidetracking a little bit. Where do they find these actors? Because each one is delicious. Armand, Louis, Lestat. Where do they find these actors? They are delicious. Like, I can't help it. Like, if any three of them approach me, I'd be like, yes, turn me into a vampire. I would give in. I would automatically give in. Like, who wouldn't? Who would? Man or woman? Who wouldn't give in? Like, look at him. Look at him. But anyway, that is all for Interview with Vampires episode 9. Episode 9 or episode 2 of season 2. Comment, rate, subscribe, follow on all social media. I'll see you guys next time for episode 3. Bye bye.